So I was out shopping, not far from here, and I seen this lad in the doorway, and I went up and spoke to him and said, "Oh, you alright, mate, for breakfast and something to eat, cup of tea?" And he goes, "Yeah, I've just had something to eat, but I'll need something a bit later on." And I said, "Okay, I'll get you something now then, for later." And he just sat in the doorway. It was bitterly cold, mine. So what I decided to do was take this on board.
Tell us about the shipping containers and
Okay.
and the temporary housing.
Okay, so the shipping containers came about with a container that we're borrowing at the moment on this plot of land. What we did, we cleaned it out, and then we looked at it. We put some beds up, and I thought, this is a good idea. Maybe we should just get shipping containers, stack them on top of each other. And I hadn't seen it before. I swear I hadn't seen it before. I just seen it once we done it in there. And I went home and I said to the wife, what we need to do is get some containers and fit them out with beds and stuff. And then over the winter period, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 people in and out of those containers while the weather was bad,
I'd been following Jasper's work online,
Yeah.
was impressed with what he was doing. He then said that he needed somebody to help, organise paperwork, admin. I spoke to him about my experience coming from a domestic abuse background and having worked for a charity for several years. So he suggested we meet. We had an informal interview at the diner, and then it was all systems go, and definitely got thrown in at the deep end. Bit of outreach, support work from the caravan. We meet in the diner because Jasper's so busy, on the phone constantly to each other, running ideas past each other, checking things out. But it's working well. Great team.
Someone said, "Jasper, there's someone giving away a caravan." He's on my Facebook page, so I messaged him and he goes, "Jasper, it's yours." And he gave us this 38-foot caravan. So we had to transport this caravan from Wiltshire. And then a lad offered to do it for us. My mate said, "I'll pay for it, Jasper." And then the lad who did it then said, "I'll do it for free." Then we got someone to come in. He leveled it and he said, "Nice caravan, Jasper." So yeah, it's a nice caravan. He goes, "But not as nice as a 2 that I'm going to give you."
Definitely the way forward is housing first, then we deal with their issues. It's no good turning people away and telling them to get clean or to get sober before we'll think about housing you. Give them a roof over their heads, deal with their issues, help them back into employment and reach their potential in life.
What do you think possible solutions are generally, and what are your hopes for the future with the project?
Do you know what? I actually would love to see this project sort of come to fruit, come to life, and be run properly and pushed across the city. And then everyone just see it and go, wow, we could do that. That's it, straightforward. They're only containers. They're built out of steel and there's tons and tons of them. We could have that in our city. That would be great, Well, obviously the government need to intervene. The government need to look at homelessness. It's a major problem. They're aware it's a major problem, but they got to put a sort of if we was going to go to war, they'd have an emergency cabinet, wouldn't they? An emergency meeting.
Yeah.
So why can't an issue like this be an emergency